and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. Well, you guys, it is America's Independence Day and I'm here to wish you all a very happy 4th of July. I hope that this is going to be a great day for you all, and from what I hear, Independence Day celebrations are some of the best celebrations that happen in, I think, like all of North America. I wanted to come and wish you all a very happy Independence Day, and I wanted to share with you guys some interesting, maybe kind of unknown facts about the 4th of July. I'm sure that you guys are all going to be right in the midst of your celebrations when I put this video out today, but I figured it's better late than never, and I hope that you guys enjoy some of these weird little facts that I'm about to share with you about your July 4th. 1776 is kind of when all the celebrations started, and that's when the Declaration of Independence was actually voted in by Congress. And upon hearing the words of the Declaration of Independence, the American citizens were so overjoyed that both military personnel and civilians alike celebrated by tearing down the statue of King George III and actually eventually ended up melting it into musket bullets. So it sounds to me like you guys really didn't like that King George III guy, and by looking at pictures of him, I kind of don't think I would have really liked him very much either. So that was just the beginning of the Independence Day celebrations. They actually also took King George's coat of arms and they used it as kindling to have an impromptu bonfire and just further the celebrations of being independent. And it sounds like it was probably a really great time, borderlining a riot, but I don't think that they were hurting anybody. I think that they were just really celebrating their independence. But that was not the end of the crazy celebrations of independence that the Americans were having. The citizens actually burned King George in effigy and held a mock funeral for him. So yeah, you guys really were not liking that King George guy, and I can probably understand why. But the celebrations, as we all know, have evolved from borderline riots, and they've just kind of turned into wholesome family fun with lots of barbecues and fireworks and like a ton of hot dogs. You guys really like your hot dogs. And Americans eat about 150 million hot dogs every year for their 4th of July celebrations. According to the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, which, yes, is a real thing, which is so very funny, but according to them, that amount of hot dogs can stretch from Washington, D.C. to LA and back over 5 times. That is a lot of hot dogs, guys. Like, I always knew you guys liked your barbecues on the 4th of July, and yeah, that's just like, I never imagined that you were eating that many hot dogs. It really makes me want a hot dog. And along with your hot dogs, it's estimated that Americans will spend about $9.5 billion on food and tasty treats for their 4th of July celebrations, and about $1 billion on beer. I kind of thought you guys probably be spending more money on beer, but I guess that's a lot. And about $560 million gets spent on wine. So apparently beer is like the drink of the Americans on the 4th of July. So, you know, with those kind of statistics, it sounds like you guys are just having a real great time down there. And I really want to come to some 4th of July celebrations one of these days, because they actually just look like a total and absolute blast. And I would totally be into celebrating with you guys on your Independence Day, like 100%. I love America. If it were not for America, I would not have my American motorcycles, and I would not be able to enjoy American muscle cars. So thank you guys for being there, and thank you for bringing us the Harley Davidson, because I very much love my motorcycles. And now, along with celebrating with eating like tons and tons of hot dogs, like enough hot dogs to feed the world, you guys also like to put on a pretty good show with your fireworks, and there's about 15,000 fireworks displays that take place in celebration of July 4th. Maybe not all on July 4th, but in celebration of July 4th, there's about 15,000 firework displays. I'm surprised we cannot hear them from here. And the average small town in America spends about $8,000 to $15,000 on fireworks for July 4th. But it sounds like Boston is probably the place to be when it comes to fireworks shows, because for their Boston Pops fireworks spectacular, they spend an average of $2 million for 4th of July fireworks. $2 million worth of fireworks, guys. That's a lot of fireworks, and I want to go to a Boston fireworks show. You guys gotta tell me, wherever you live, tell me if you've been to multiple towns or big cities for 4th of July celebrations, which one was the best 4th of July celebration that you've been to, and which city has the biggest and best reputation. It sounds to me like Boston's kind of taking the cake on that one, and I definitely need to go watch some fireworks in Boston. I'm gonna say, in my area, our fireworks shows are pretty lame. Like, pretty lame. So I would like to go to like a real fireworks show one of these times, you know, when it's just like you're deaf by the time you leave, because it's just been such a good show. And now, along with all of your guys' barbecues and hot dog eating and beer drinking and fireworks shows and all of those other things, you guys also do this other thing that is apparently a 4th of July thing, and y'all like to have hot dog eating competitions. And while reading about all of the hot dogs that you guys like to eat, I stumbled upon some information regarding the Nathan's annual hot dog eating competition. And I don't know who Nathan is, but apparently he really liked hot dogs because he created a whole competition that involved eating as many hot dogs as you could. And there's one guy in particular, Joey, aka Jaws Chestnut, who's like a 16th time champion of the hot dog eating competition with a record of 76 hot dogs that he has eaten. He's broken his own record like 4 times. And that is just crazy to me. I cannot imagine fitting that many hot dogs in my stomach. But a funny little fact for any of you who might want to keep up on the hot dog eating competition contestants for 2024, Joey Chestnut will not be competing in the 2024 hot dog eating championships. So guys, there's room for a new hot dog eating champion. So keep that in mind, and hopefully you have practiced up till now. But anyways, it's a little bit of a funny, well, I don't know, it's probably not funny to Joey, and there might be some people out there who take these hot dog eating competitions very seriously who might not find this very funny, but Joey Chestnut was banned from the 2024 hot dog eating competition. And I'm just going to read this article talking about Joey Chestnut and why he was banned from the hot dog eating championships, because to me it kind of sounds like something that would be like part of a Simpsons episode. Oh, and I'm sorry if you're out there and you take these hot dog competitions very seriously, but I cannot take food eating competitions very seriously, and I can't watch them or anything like that. To me, it's just kind of gross. So the organizers of the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest announced that Joey Chestnut will not be competing in this year's hot dog eating competition, and they've banned him from the competition for signing an endorsement deal with Impossible Foods. Impossible Foods makes like plant-based meat products, so not actually meat, and apparently the hot dog guys have taken that personally, and the MLE, or the Major League Eating Organization, that oversees all of these eating competitions, including but not limited to hot dog eating competitions. It just sounds so funny to me. It said in a statement that Chestnut had chosen to represent a rival brand. So, Joey Chestnut will no longer be eating hot dogs on the 4th of July. Well, he might still eat them, but he will no longer be winning any awards for eating hot dogs. And I imagine that that is maybe a little bit life-shattering for him, because, you know, to be a 16-time champion at something like that, you have to imagine you put a lot of effort into being capable of stuffing 76 hot dogs, bun and all, into your stomach, which I can't even imagine fitting that much food into my stomach. Like, I feel like I would probably die. Like, how do you even breathe with that many hot dogs in your stomach? But anyways, I was just kind of laughing when I read that. It was totally not information that I was expecting to come across when I was looking up 4th of July facts. But aside from all of the silly little fun things that you guys are doing on the 4th of July, it is actually just a really great day for you guys to celebrate, and I'm very happy for the Americans and their independence. I'm so happy that I have my American friends, my neighbors, and my American motorcycles. And one other little fact about Independence Day is, believe it or not, that the Declaration of Independence was not actually signed on the 4th of July, and it wasn't even voted in on the 4th of July. It was voted in on the 2nd of July, and it wasn't signed by all of the members until August 2nd that year in 1776. So, pretty interesting. I'm not too sure why the celebrations fall on the 4th of July. I'm sure that I could figure it out if I did a little more research, but I just thought that was a little interesting fact. And you know what? I feel like early July is a better time to celebrate with barbecues and bonfires and fireworks anyways, because it's not quite as hot. And one of these days, maybe I'll actually get to come and celebrate with you guys. I think that it would actually be a really fun time. And just judging by what I see on TV, you guys look like you have a real hoedown for your 4th of July celebrations. I hope that you guys are enjoying a lot of hot dogs and a lot of fireworks and a lot of beer, and I don't doubt that you guys are. So enjoy a beer for me and a hot dog or two. And I hope that you guys all have a very happy, joy-filled, family and friends-filled holiday. And like always, my lovely YouTube people, if you like what you see, or if you just like me, or even if you don't like me, but you like my bikes, then like, comment, subscribe. To all those things you guys do, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day today to watch this video. And like always, I will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace. Really nice if I just didn't have an itchy nose. So I'm gonna try to get through this whole video without having an allergy attack. I have a very itchy nose right now, and these allergies are just going insane. King George the No, don't say that. King Joy. I hate having allergies.